In another box office update for Blue Beetle, the film is now expected to be one of the biggest bombs, if not the worst bomb, in WB's history when it comes to comic book films. At this point, does it seem like that every single DC film is literally setting this record? It's because it is. So just think of it this way, back to back, Black Adam opens, that becomes the worst performing and worst blockbuster and worst superhero film in DC's catalog. It's followed by Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which then tops it, which is then followed by The Flash, which tops it, which is followed by Blue Beetle, which we're talking about today, which tops it. Okay, so possibly, because the jury's still out, it's got to complete its theatrical run, and we don't know the official complete budget and marketing. That's obviously going to come out at some point down the road. But people are looking at this as one of the biggest bombs, if not the biggest in WB's and DC's history, which technically might be true, but who really knows? I mean, I still think they're going to have spent more on The Flash in terms of marketing, reshoots, and finishing that film for that to be literally the biggest, but there is a chance that this could top it in terms of how much is spent versus how much it makes back. So if you spend, let's just say they spent a total of $300 million, and they lose 200, well, it's still not as bad as The Flash losing, like, what, 450 or something? See what I mean? So, you know, it's all perception there. Even though The Flash made more, it still, like, loses more. So, we'll see what happens. But, you know, the story of Blue Beetle is one that I think is going to be looked at from many angles for very different reasons to come up with a different deduction of what went wrong. You're going to need, like, some sort of detective on this thing to honestly figure this one out, which, you know, if the detective is smart, they're just going to look at what WB Discovery did with it and go, huh, there it is. That's obviously the culprit right there. You don't need the guy from Glass Onion. Can't remember his name right now. Daniel Craig's character. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Either way, it is what it is, so there we are. Have you guys seen Blue Beetle since a lot of people have started to praise it, including us here, that it's legitimately good? Has your money went towards this, or are you just like, I'll just catch it on digital or whatever?